Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's George in at the 1 spot. And for Denver, in at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Murray against George. Outside, Markkanen. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Collins setting the pick for George. Offline with his 3. Over to the left wing. Watson dishes to Gordon. Back to Watson. Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the triple. And it's Utah's ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Good.
The width of Jokic helps him carve out space in the paint.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Collins. Now here's Markkanen. Fires the 3. And Brown pulls it down. Now here's Watson. He's guarded by Markkanen. Banked in off the glass.
And inside, Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
Outside Collins. George finds Collins. And Sexton has it in the corner. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And it's all said and done. Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Jokic with a screen on George. Here's Murray, and it's sent back by Kessler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Jazz, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago, and their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Now, Jokic, 23 points for him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Now, here's Markkanen, following the miss by Jokic. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Now, here's Sexton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Now, here's Murray. After Colin Sexton's miss. Here's Jokic. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
George against Murray. Outside, Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. Markkanen sets the pick for George. 6 on the shot clock. And Markkanen throws it down.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect feed.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. Over Kessler. And it's Jokic missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Outside for George. And here's Collins. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about that assertive play by Collins, refusing to let the defense get the better of him and finishing strong.
Jokic with the bucket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
The amazing Nikola Jokic, Stan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand. Constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the three-pointer by Utah. Watson the screen. 5 to shoot. George with the steal. Here's Sexton, and he uses the glass on the layup. Sexton's got 5 now.
He's shifty. Sexton can get by you if he's given a lane.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Brown. Watson for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
It's time for the dance camp. Get up and get down. Get ready to see yourself on the screen and show us your best moves. Let's go. Nice try. It's all good. Let's see the move.
Jazz making a change here. Collier's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Jazz, number 13, Isaiah Collier.
Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. There's the three. It's hauled in by Gordon. Now here's Watson to the inside. Jokic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Look at Jokic gutting it out against the defense, really earning that and one chance.
Defensive foul.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the Big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
For teams, Stan, that make coaching changes in the offseason, how long do you think it takes to fully implement your system, a coach's new system?
Well, that's an interesting question, Kevin. First of all, I don't think you ever fully implement your system. You're always adding to it. You're always tinkering with it. And for a new coach, what you're really doing is you're learning your team and adjusting your system as you go along to fit your talent. Well, you have to throw so much weight at Jokic on defense that eventually he'll just step into it and draw a foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Two shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, guys, I've been around this game for a long time, and I've never seen someone like Jokic, a giant man with point guard skills.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. And the free throw is good, now leading by one. Jazz have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here. But doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. And we thank you for the report. The free throw drops for Collier. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Saric outside. Pass to Porter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Here's Juzang. From 10 feet out, Collier. That's good. Collier's got 5 now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Murray, the pass to Saric. And here's Westbrook. Here's Porter. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Porter's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Man, he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Juzang. Markkanen passes to Juzang. Clock at 6. Here's Collier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Russell Westbrook. Utah shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
At the line for the Jets, Collier. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Collier. Sexton, he's checked in for the Jazz. He's off on the second. The Nuggets have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. The kick out to Porter. Sexton against Murray. Back to Porter. Lets it go with the 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Porter's got 7.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Pass to Sexton. Over Westbrook. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. He has 7.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Murray left side. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Outside, Sexton. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Westbrook against Sexton. From about 16. And there's Murray on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight. Jazz trail by 4. Markkanen looking it over. Here's Collier. He's covered by Murray. Collier, that's good.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Deep 2 from Murray. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nuggets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim viciously and have gotten a lot of points by just going at the defender.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Filipowski. Colin Sexton is out there with Collier. And Hendricks in at the 4.
Well, the defense has to respect Porter Jr.'s jump shot, and that opens up the lanes.
We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size, he's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
And Porter, no good on that one. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me. Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Westbrook kicks to Porter. Fires from the wing. Drained for 2 points. Porter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Stepping in, Porter Jr. Mid-range jumpers are like layups for an elite shooter like MPJ.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Chanchar's checked in. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, you love a quick 3 points off the inbounds. That's about as good as it gets from out of bounds.
Westbrook passes to Jokic. Now Porter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Jazz ball.
These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Nuggets third.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Denver making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Sensabaugh. Driving the lane. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Denver in the lead. Now here's Westbrook. Nothing on the board. Now here's Jokic. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Colin Sexton. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game, 5 assists and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Pickett's checked in. Good on both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Give a warm general welcome to the Nuggets Hype Squad. Get loud and let him hear it. What time is it? It's time for DJ.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Sexton with it. Over Westbrook. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Sexton.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Jokic, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Utah's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Collier. 8 points for him. Here's Sensible. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pickett passes to Westbrook. Now Saric. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 14 points.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Here's Collier following the basket by Jokic. Pass to Filipowski. Sexton with it. With some arc. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Here's Pickett. Still scoreless. At the elbow, Jokic shoots over Filipowski. And again, Jokic. Now it's a 5-point Nugget lead. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to Minnesota. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
A different look for Utah. Walker Kessler comes in for Filipowski. And it's John Collins in for Colin Sexton. Here's Collier. He's covered by Murray. Kessler a screen on Murray. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And Kessler is a gigantic presence inside, which is why defenses sometimes elect to foul.
And the first one drops.
Well, where Kessler is elite is on the boards, and he's an excellent rim protector. Those two things alone will earn you minutes.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Nuggets leading by 4. Pass to Murray. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Murray's got 8 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
You know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised, nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does. Now here's Murray. A steal. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Collier. Plays it in off the breakaway. He's got 10. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They lead by 4. Pass to Jokic. Over Kessler. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And stolen by Gordon. Watson inside. Defended by George. Murray kicks to Watson. 6 to shoot. Gordon the pass to Murray. And he lays it straight in. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
Collins passes to Collier. Kessler the screen. Collier, that's good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Okay, man, let's make some noise for your Nuggets breaker.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. And a switcher also for Utah. Sexton, he's checked in for Collier. Markkanen against Porter. And it's good, 2 points. Porter's got 13.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Right side, Sexton. Markkanen kicks to George. Back to Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Watson. Here's Brown. Defended by Sexton. There's Porter with the 3. Sexton grabs the board. Jazz trail by 4. Markkanen down low. Porter's there. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Shoots the 3. Takes it out to Markkanen. Bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
Well, Markkanen's one of the more efficient, high-volume three-point shooters in the league.
Murray the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Utah with the rebound. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Sexton the pass to Collins. Over Murray. Collins good. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Yeah, we know Collins is great from distance, but I'd like to see him inside even more often.
Now here's Watson. He's guarded by Collins. Murray, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Now here's Porter. 13 points in the game. Looking to end the run. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Utah leading by 3. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
George against Murray. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you got to keep George away from the basket, or you can expect to get dunked on.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Murray, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jazz out in front, up 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome to our halftime show. Some excellent basketball so far with Denver in a close game.
Showing they know how to play, team chemistry is on display. Like what I did there, showing they know how to play, chemistry is on display. Kenny, anything you like to say? Oh.
Shaq's chosen to rap because in the first half, he was taking a nap.
Oh, what you said was not full. In other words, it was terrible.
All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for Denver, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's George. And really, Coach Van Gundy, the acquisition of Aaron Gordon for the Nuggets was one of the things that elevated them to the championship caliber team that we saw.
Yeah, Kevin, he was sort of the missing piece. He's a great fit in the front court alongside of Jokic. His athleticism, his defense, his ability to score inside have really made them a great team.
And what about his ability, Stan, to fit in right off the bat and make a difference?
You know, just about anybody can fit in playing with Jokic, Kevin. He makes the game easy.
Well said. And Craig, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
The first one falls. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story.
And Sexton is a microwave scorer. And once he finds his rhythm, he's difficult to slow down.
Now here's Murray. 14 points for him. Bucket is good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
To the paint. Here's Markkanen. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Pass to Brown. Just 2 to shoot. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Stolen by Gordon. Watson with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Brown. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Fourth, Jokic.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. George against Murray. And George kicks to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. They get it back. Another miss by Utah. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. It's a one-point game. A three-pointer, no good. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. George passes to Kessler. Pass to Sexton. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Six on the shot clock. Kessler trying to get open. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, Sexton likes flexing on the defense from time to time. Great job scoring through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 1.
One shot.
Well, you know, Sexton is the definition of a spark plug. He's a high-energy, high-paced player and is terrific at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Monday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. And then on Wednesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that game against Miami, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during this young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you know, with Murray, not only can he score at all 3 levels, he's got great confidence and that championship pedigree as well.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Sexton. Now here's Collins. Looking for Sexton. He gets it there. The layup missed.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Jokic kicks to Murray. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. In the corner, George with it. Sexton dishes to Markkanen. Spins. Pass to Kessler. Outside, George. The Jazz working the ball around now. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. They get a hand on it. Murray with it. He's got 18. Jokic with his screen on George. Pass to Jokic. Watson kicks to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Brown's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Denver. Jazz trail by 3. Outside, Markkanen. Sexton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, these coaches can't be happy they fouled Sexton. He's a good foul shooter.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Peyton Watson. Good on the second free throw.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
Murray, the pass to Jokic, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And taking a look now at stats for Aaron Gordon. Last year, getting it done. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for George. Here's Collier. He's covered by Murray. Here's Kessler. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen.
And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray. He's coming off an excellent season. 10th in three-point field goal percentage. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from free last year, top 10 in the league, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets it going.
And this is Porter Jr.'s role. It's why his coaches and teammates encourage him to keep looking to score.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Murray. Hands it from downtown. Collier's got 15 points. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And here is Murray. 18 points for him. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Murray. And yes, it's good. And now it's a three-point Jazz lead. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. To the middle. Shot from 16. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Jokic has got 20 points.
Jokic has every shot.
Here's Collier. 17 points in the game. Down low. Outside for Sexton. There's the screen. And the layup's good off the glass. Sexton's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Here's Brown. He's got 8. On the wing, Porter. From the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Sexton. And here is Markkanen. Defended by Gordon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, the way Markkanen plays inside is exactly what that coaching staff wants.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Yeah, it's hard to remember that Markkanen had a slow start to his pro career, because now he's a candidate for the 50, 40, 90 club almost every year.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Saric is checked in for Jokic. Zeke Naji comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Christian Brown. And Markkanen drops them both.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Murray outside. The kick out to Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Nuggets have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
First one falls for him.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Westbrook. Markkanen inside the line. Money from the wing. Markkanen's got 15.
Well, Markkanen is just such an effective scorer. He makes the most of his opportunities.
Here's Westbrook. Count it.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Jazz leading by 3. 1:12 left here in the third quarter. Here's Collier. He's got 17. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Westbrook. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots. The offensive rebound. Now Markkanen, guarded by Porter. Markkanen can't get it to go. Denver's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Naji. Porter looking it over. Pass to Saric. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Westbrook. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Sensabaugh. Off target with his 3. Outside Westbrook. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And guys, has been the driving force for the Utah Jazz. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. And he makes that one. Springer's got his first bucket in this one.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Inside, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Another bucket from Jokic. He could dominate scoring-wise every night if he wanted to. He is that good.
Springer the pass to Count. Shoots. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Collier's got 19 points. The Nuggets trailed by 3. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And it's Jokic missing. Utah's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Porter finds Saric. Rebound, Utah. And Will Hardy is called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Turn up the noise, fans. Here are your Nuggets High Squad. It's free t-shirts out. Get proud. Go crazy. Go on, fun.
Denver making a switch here. Chanchard's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for Utah. Mikhailuk comes in for Collier. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thanks, David. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Hendricks. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Good! Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Three-pointer, and the three ball is good. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Porter passes to Jokic. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Hendricks, good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Westbrook passes to Saric. Back to Westbrook. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. Utah leading by 6. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Sensabaugh. Drives to the hoop. Basket counts. Sensabaugh's got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And so difficult to defend. When Westbrook is hurting you off the bounce, he's hurting you off the catch.
Mikhailuk passes to Hendricks. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. It's Jokic inside.
Strong move from Jokic. The big man showing off his ball skills.
Here's Mikhailu. On the wing, Williams. Puts up a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Porter. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Now just a 1-point Utah lead. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Filipowski. Jokic defending. Here's Hendricks. No good again that time.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And finished off by Porter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the lead.
Williams gets the bucket.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Your Nuggets and stay.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Puts it up off the inbound. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's time for an injury report.
Hey guys, Utah's head athletic trainer gave me an update. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. Injuries never come at a good time, but somehow it seems even more frustrating when they happen this early. Tough break for sure. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
Here's Sexton. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic just got 8 rebounds in this game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Collier. He's checked in for Colin Sexton. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Outside, Markkanen. Collins kicks to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Collier's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, really nice to see Markkanen keeping his head up and finding the open teammate.
Murray, the pass to Watson. To the middle, trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Second chance effort. Tries yet again. And it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
George finds Markkanen. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. To the paint. Here's Collins. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And now it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Jokic, and it's sent back by Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Collins. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The Nuggets trail by 8. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Jokic kicks to Murray. Shoots over Collier. Murray, good. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, we've seen this before. When Murray gets it going, he gets it all going. He can score from anywhere.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Murray. Down low, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Jokic. Over Kessler. And it's sent back by Kessler. Murray for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Kessler a screen on Murray. Here's Collier. Lock at 6. For the 3. Jokic grabs the miss. So it's Denver now. Trailing here by 8. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Gordon the pass to Brown. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Pass to Collins. A fadeaway. And it's Denver with the rebound. And here's Jokic outside. Collins. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
9 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and an intentional foul right there.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Jets, Collier. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your move. You got to pass up. Everyone's watching. Let's see it.
The Jazz making a switch here.
Coming on to the floor for the Jazz. Number 2, Colin Sexton.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's in!
Yeah, I call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Give a warm, tender welcome to the Nuggets Hype Squad.
foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Shooting for Utah, George. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Denver calls timeout. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
On the wing, Gordon. And so it's Utah with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Colin. Congratulations. How did you get that win tonight?
Entire team effort tonight. I felt like we got out here and we just knew what we had to do. We knew they was going to back-to-back, so we knew we had to push the ball, make sure that we share the ball tonight and make them run around a little bit just because they was on a back-to-back.
Well, you look like the fresher bunch for sure down the stretch, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.